From Paul Rudd cracking jokes and wheezing.
I did too, and I laughed. I told that joke.
Did you just come up with a joke?
To Tessa Thompson curling over in laughter.
I wasn't talking about being got.
Here are moments when celebrities weren't ready for Between Two Ferns. Starting with Peter Dinklage.
There's a kid on the Disney Channel, Chad Farthouse. He's in one of the Wizards of Waverly Place. Your face.
How does anybody do this?
Your
Sorry.
face is not helping.
He really tried. You could see it. That little "I'm a professional, I will not laugh" face. Yeah, that lasted about 3 whole seconds. And then Paul Rudd enters like he's there to make things worse.
What advice would you give to a young actor who wants to hide his Jewishness as well as you have?
You know what happens when a Jewish guy walks into a brick wall with a full erection?
Paul doesn't just laugh, he commits, like tears in the eyes, oxygen deprived, life flashing before his eyes laughing.
What?
He breaks his nose.
I knew that was the answer.
I did too, and I laughed. I told that joke.
Did you just come up with a joke? That's a joke you've told before?
But the real problem? He adds to the joke. And now it's not an interview anymore, it's 2 grown men spiraling.
Do you ever go to the DMZ?
No.
It's a combination of TMZ and the DMV.
That's just a bunch of people sitting around talking about their driver's licenses.
Talking about celebrity driver's license.
Rudd isn't even the celebrity victim on this show. He's the star with the jokes he makes and the follow-up laughter.
Oh my gosh, she's got a C class on hers.
Oh. James Franco wears corrective lenses.
Once Paul and Zach Galifianakis both lose it, there is no recovery. Just 2 red-faced humans trying to remember how breathing works. Meanwhile, Bradley Cooper's over there wiping tears like he just watched a sad movie.
When you and Woody Harrelson are acting in a scene together, are you sad that somewhere there's a sack not being hacked?
That's good. A sack not being hacked.
What was the marijuana budget on True Detective?
Except he's crying because of a man sitting between 2 plants asking unhinged questions. And then we get to Benedict Cumberbatch.
If you didn't have an accent, do you think people would be able to tell that you're not a very good actor?
Please keep going.
He hears one Sherlock joke and just breaks. And that's the thing about this show. Nobody is safe. And speaking of not being safe, Brie Larson walks in thinking that she can handle it.
I read online that you're very private and decline to answer questions that make you feel uncomfortable. This is a 2-parter. Is that true? And how old were you when you got your period?
Yeah, she can't. She tries to keep a straight face. She really does. But when the question hits, she wasn't ready and loses it.
Your parents got divorced when you were 7. Was that your fault? Guess why? They named their daughter after a fucking piece of cheese.
Once you start laughing at Between Two Ferns, you're not stopping. You're just surviving at that point. But not everybody laughs. Enter Natalie Portman.
You're an accomplished actress. You've graduated from Harvard. You've done some great international charity work. What is your phone number?
That's private.
Yeah, I know.
She's not laughing. She's processing. You can feel the discomfort building.
So you do a lot of charity work?
I've been working with a group called Finca that does microfinance. It's like small loans for mainly women in the developing world.
Oh, that's great. I do a lot of work with IMDb.
Zach asks one question, then another, and suddenly the room gets heavy.
Being in the movies and stuff is people approach you and say, I have an idea for a movie, or what a cool line, what you should say in the movie, does that get annoying?
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
I think it'd be cool, like in a movie, if you were like in a two-piece bikini and you're getting ready to make out with a guy, like a love scene, and you undo your bikini in the back.
Even the dog is like, yeah, this is getting out of hand.
And you're like, there's something I've been meaning to get off my chest. Do you wear bikinis?
Could we talk about the next thing?
Okay. You shaved your head for V for Vendetta.
Mm-hmm.
Did you also shave your V for vagina?
At this point, she's not a guest anymore, she's a hostage. Her face is doing that polite smile thing, but her soul has already left the building. And then we shift from discomfort back to complete breakdown.
I'd like to thank Crystal Meth Santa Claus for being here.
David Letterman gets called Santa Claus, and that's it, he's gone. He's just a man who can't stop laughing at being compared to Christmas. And then things get out of hand when Zach tells a joke and then laughs at it himself.
Would you say that your work in La La Land really helped pave the way for white people to explain jazz to black people? All right, let me get that out. Sorry, you guys.
Naturally, the guest tries to hold it together, but once Zach loses it, the whole interview collapses. And sometimes the laughter doesn't even make sense. It just happens.
I won the EGOT. You know what an EGOT is?
No. Oh, an EGOT. Stupid.
It's amazing that this is even a thing.
An EGOT? Or this thing?
This. I wasn't talking about the EGOT. I was talking about this. Exactly.
Her laugh came straight from the soul. Loud, messy, slightly embarrassing, and absolutely impossible to stop. And then we have Adam Scott, who hears a roast and just breaks.
Do you hear that?
No, I don't hear anything.
That is the sound of everybody talking about your performance in Big Little Lies. No one cares. So mean.
Zach finds Adam breaking funnier than the joke itself, so now it's layered chaos. And then we reach peak between Two Ferns energy, Steve Carell versus Zach.
Is Carell not your last name?
Not originally.
What is it, Pinocchio?
Okay. Okay.
Like when you go to the beach and someone yells, shark, shark, and then they just realize that it's Steve Carell doing the backstroke.
This isn't even an interview anymore, it's a standoff. Two people delivering lines with completely straight faces like whoever laughs first loses.
When you go to the beach and you swim out past the buoys, do people think that there's an island there?
I'm not that fat, man.
You are.
No, I'm not that fat.
You're pretty fat.
If you were to do like my percentage of body fat versus your percentage of how much your nose weighs, I guarantee that your nose per capita weighs more than what I would.
All right, fuck you, fatso.
Point is I'm not that fat, okay?
Okay.
I'm not that fat.
And for a moment they had it. They really did. Until Zach just falls off of his chair. And that's why celebrities walk in thinking that they're ready, but they walk out realizing that they never stood a chance. Because on Between Two Ferns, the second you react, you've already lost.